South West England is one of 9 official regions of England. It is the largest in area, covering 9,200 square miles in the counties of Gloucestershire, Bristol, Wiltshire, Somerset, Dorset, Devon and Cornwall, as well as the Isles of Scilly. 5 million people live in southwest England. The region includes the West Country and much of the ancient kingdom of Wessex. The largest city is Bristol. Other major urban centres include Plymouth, Swindon, Gloucester, Cheltenham, Exeter, Bath, Torbay, and the southeast Dorset conurbation. There are 8 cities: Salisbury, Bath, Wells, Bristol, Gloucester, Exeter, Plymouth and Truro. It includes 2 entire national parks, Dartmoor and Exmoor, and 4 World Heritage Sites, including Stonehenge in the Jurassic Coast. The northern part of Gloucestershire, near Shipping Camp Den, is as close to the Scottish border as it is to the tip of Cornwall. The region has by far the longest coastline in England and many seaside fishing towns. The region is at the first level of NUTS for Eurostat purposes. Key data and facts about the region are produced by the Southwest Observatory. Following the abolition of the Southwest Regional Assembly and Government Office, local government coordination across the region is now undertaken by Southwest councils. The region is known for its rich folklore, including the legend of King Arthur and Glastonbury Tor, as well as its traditions and customs. Cornwall has its own language, Cornish, and some regard it as a Celtic nation. The southwest of England is known for cheddar cheese, which originated in the Somerset village of Cheddar, Devon cream cheese, crabs, Cornish pasties, and cider. It is also home to the Eden Project, Aardman Animations, the Glastonbury Festival, the Bristol International Balloon Fiesta, trip-hop music and Cornwall's surfing beaches. Geography, geology and landscape. Most of the region is located on the southwest peninsula, between the English Channel and Bristol Channel. It has the longest coastline of all the English regions, totaling over 700 miles. Much of the coast is now protected from further substantial development because of its environmental importance, which contributes to the region's attractiveness to tourists and residents. Geologically, the region is divided into the largely igneous and metamorphic west and sedimentary east. The dividing line slightly to the west of the River Exe. Cornwall and West Devon's landscape is of rocky coastline and high moorland, notably at Bodmin Moor and Dartmoor. These are due to the granite and slate that underlie the area. The highest point of the region is High Will Hayes, at 2,038 feet, on Dartmoor Moor. In North Devon, the slates of the western limestones of the east meet at Exmoor National Park. The variety of rocks of similar age as seen here have led to the county's name being lent to that of the Devonian period. The east of the region is characterized by wide, flat clay vales and chalk and limestone downland. The vales, with good irrigation, are home to the region's dairy agriculture. The Blackmore Vale was Thomas Hardy's Vale of the Little Dairies. Another, the Somerset Levels, was created by reclaiming wetlands. The Southern England Chalk Formation extends into the region, creating a series of high, sparsely populated and archaeologically rich downs, most famously Salisbury Plain, but also Cranbourne Chase, the Dorset Downs and the Purbeck Hills. These downs are the principal area of arable agriculture in the region. Limestone is also found in the region, at the Cotswolds, Quantock Hills and Mendip Hills, where they support sheep farming. All of the principal rock types can be seen on the Jurassic coast of Dorset and East Devon, where they document the entire Mesozoic era from west to east. Climate. The climate of southwest England is classed as oceanic according to the Köppen climate classification. The oceanic climate typically experiences cool winters with warmer summers and precipitation all year round, with more experienced in winter. Annual rainfall is about 1,000 mm and up to 2,000 mm on higher ground. Summer maxima averages range from 18 degrees Celsius to 22 degrees Celsius, and winter minimum averages range from 1 degree Celsius to 4 degrees Celsius across the southwest. It is the second windiest area of the United Kingdom, the majority of winds coming from the southwest and northeast. Government organizations predict the region to rise in temperature and become the hottest region in the United Kingdom. Inland areas of low altitude experience the least amount of precipitation. They experience the highest summer maxima temperatures, but winter minima are colder than the coast. Snowfalls are more frequent in comparison to the coast, but less so in comparison to higher ground. It experiences the lowest wind speeds and sunshine total in between that of the coast and the moors. The climate of inland areas is more noticeable the further northeast into the region. In comparison to inland areas, the coast experiences high minimum temperatures, especially in winter, and it experiences slightly lower maximum temperatures during the summer. Rainfall is the lowest at the coast and snowfall is rarer than the rest of the region. Coastal areas are the windiest parts of the peninsula and they receive the most sunshine. The general coastal climate is more typical the further southwest into the region. Areas of moorland inland such as Bodmin Moor, Darton Moor and Exmoor experience lower temperatures and more precipitation than the rest of the southwest, because of the high altitude. Both of these factors also cause it to experience the highest levels of snowfall and the lowest levels of sunshine. Exposed areas of the moors are windier than lowlands and can be almost as windy as the coast. Regional identity. The boundaries of the southwest region are based upon those devised by central government in the 1930s for civil defense administration, and subsequently used for various statistical analyses. The region is also similar to that used in the 17th century rule of the major generals under Cromwell. By the 1960s, the Southwest region was widely recognized for government administration and statistics. The boundaries were carried forward into the 1990s, when regional administrations were formally established as government office regions. A regional assembly and regional development agency were created in 1999, then abolished in 2008 and 2012 respectively. It has been argued that the official Southwest region does not possess a cultural and historic unity or identity of itself, which has led to criticism of it as an artificial construct. The large area of the region, stretching as it does from the Isles of Scilly to Gloucestershire, encompasses diverse areas which have little more in common with each other than they do with other areas of England. The region has several TV stations and newspapers based in different areas, and no single acknowledged regional capital. Many people of the region have some level of a Southwest or West Country regional identity, although this may not necessarily correspond to an identification with the official government-defined region. It is common for people in the region to identify at a national level, identifying as being from the West Country, amorphous though it is, tends to be more predominant further into the peninsula where the status of being from the region is less equivocal. In particular, Cornwall's inclusion in the region is disputed by Cornish nationalists nationalists. The cross-party Cornish Constitutional Convention and Cornish Nationalist Party Mebbe and Kerno have campaigned for a Cornish Assembly ever since the idea of regional devolution was put forward. Settlements. The southwest region is largely rural, with small towns and villages. A higher proportion of people live in such areas than in any other English region. The largest cities and towns are Bristol, Plymouth, Bournemouth and Poole, Swindon, Torbay, Gloucester, Cheltenham, Exeter, Bath, Weston-super-Mare, Salisbury, Taunton and Weymouth. The population of the southwest is about 5 million. Transport. The region lies on several main line railways. The Great Western Main Line runs from London to Bristol, Exeter, Plymouth and Penzance in the far west of Cornwall. The South Western Main Line runs from London and Southampton to Bournemouth, Poole and Weymouth in Dorset. The West of England Main Line runs from London to Exeter via South Wiltshire, North Dorset and South Somerset. The Wessex Main Line runs from Bristol to Salisbury and on to Southampton. The Heart of Wessex Line runs from Bristol in the north of the region to Weymouth on the South Dorset coast via Westbury, Castle Carey and Yeovil, with most services starting at Gloucester. The vast majority of trains in the region are operated by South West Trains, Great Western Railway and Cross Country. GWR is the key operator for all counties in the region except Dorset and Hampshire. South West Trains operates services to and from London Waterloo and serves every county in the region except Gloucestershire and Cornwall. First Great Western serves all counties in the region and operate diesel high-speed trains to various destinations, some of which run to South Wales and the West Midlands, though almost all intercity trains operated by GWR run through the region. Cross Country operates services to Manchester, Piccadilly and the Scottish Lowlands. Dorset is currently the only county in the region where there are electric trains, though there are official plans to electrify the Great Western Main Line and the South Wales Main Line in Wiltshire, Somerset, Greater Bristol and Gloucestershire. Arriva Trains Wales also operates services between Maesteg and Cheltenham Spa, and London Midland operates a parliamentary train between Worcester, Shrub Hill and Gloucester. The Exeter to Plymouth Railway of the LSWR needs to be reopened to connect Cornwall and Plymouth to the rest of the UK railway system on an all-weather basis. There are proposals to reopen the line from Tavistock to Bare Alston for a through service to Plymouth. On the night of the 4th of February 2014, amid high winds and extremely rough seas, part of the sea wall at Dawlish was breached, washing away around 40 metres of the wall and the ballast under the railway immediately behind. The line was closed. Network Rail began repair work and the line reopened on the 4th of April 2014. In the wake of widespread disruption caused by damage to the mainline track at Dawlish by coastal storms in February 2014, Network Rail are considering reopening the Tavistock to Okehampton and Exeter section of the line as an alternative to the coastal route. Three major roads enter the region from the east. The M4 motorway from London to South Wales via Bristol is the busiest. The A303 cuts through the centre of the region from Salisbury to Honiton, where it merges with the A30 to continue past Exeter to the west of Cornwall. The A31, an extension of the M27, serves Poole and Bournemouth and the Dorset coast. The M5 runs from the West Midlands through Gloucestershire, Bristol and Somerset to Exeter. The A38 serves as a western extension to Plymouth. There are three other smaller motorways in the region, all in the Bristol area. Passenger airports in the region include Bristol, Exeter, Newquay and Bournemouth. Within the region, the local transport authorities carry out transport planning through the use of a local transport plan which outlines their strategies, policies and implementation program. The most recent LTP is that for the period 2006 to 11, in the southwest region the following transport authorities have published their LTP online: Bournemouth UA, Cornwall UA, Devon, Dorset, Gloucestershire, Plymouth UA, Somerset, Swindon UA, Torbay UA, and Wiltshire Unitary Authority. The transport authorities of Bath and North East Somerset UA, Bristol UA, North Somerset UA, and South Gloucestershire UA publish a single joint local transport plan as part of the West of England Partnership.